company which is based in Bangalore in India. This is a software development company from information technology and services. And they would like to nominate. They've been in business for the last 5 years. They have active business with 60 employees, and they have also clients from US. They're looking into expanding in the US, and then they would want to, after your discussion, look into the L1A visas for one of their senior executives who also takes business decisions. That would this person would this person qualify as a nominee to expand their business and set up a team in the US for this company?
Yeah, so great question. So for him, since he's already he needs to be on an executive capacity, managerial or executive capacity in India, and working for the company for at least 1 year. So so those are the two main requirements in terms of the person they will be sending here. Since this is going, and I didn't mention that in the slide, but I can mention it here. Since this is going to be a new office, they don't have an office here in the United States as of right now. The initial L1 is given for 1 year.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. So here's what. Again, before COVID, before all this mess, again, this is impact of COVID. So before we filed the petition, the L1A petition starts from the United States. We file with Immigration Services, we do premium processing, they hopefully approve within like 3 weeks. The second the petition is approved, is pushed to the consulate, in this case, in the US consulate in India. And then the applicant can schedule an appointment, go for the interview. They will ask, obviously, about the business, what they're going to do, how they qualify, for this role, and they will question the business plan. There will be questions from the business plan. So, and then they will come to the United States. They have 1 year to start the business and somewhat develop the business. Since they already have clients in the United States, I think that will actually help them. But this 1 year, if you cannot come to the United States, fast enough, obviously the clock is ticking. So, and we don't really have right now, any sort of, from immigration providing assistance in terms of, well, if you cannot come, then we can recapture and all that. There's nothing like that right now. So what's happening is, if the consulate is closed and if you cannot get a visa, clock is ticking on that 1 year. So it has to be timed in a way that you can actually get the visa and get the national interest exception. Now, the good thing about the L1A new office is, since they're coming here on a managerial capacity to open the office, to service your clients, and to hire US employees, they can actually get the national interest exception. I just had one client out in Chile that it was the same situation, where it's like, okay, I mean, the clock is ticking, I cannot come, but he was able to get the exception because he's the CEO of the US company. He has to be here.
Right.
So I think my answer was too long, but I just wanted to cover all that, so that the planning stage should be very well taught, so that we don't miss that 1 year time frame.
That's right. Okay, thank you very much. And then there's another question to say, would there be a minimum salary requirement for L1 visas if the company is thinking? Is that something that they look into while they're assessing the L1 application, in terms of what is the salary that the prospective applicants drawing in their home country, in the present organization that they are into?
Yeah, so that's also another great question. So there's no minimum requirement. Like, we don't have, it's not like the H-1B where you have prevailing wage and you have to pay, $60,000 minimum. However, it has to be reasonable for that position. Now, if you're coming as a manager or senior executive, a salary of $30,000 will probably not look good.
Right, absolutely, I agree.
So we have, I mean, I have done for, you know, especially initially, you know, for small companies or, you know, actually startups, you know, 60,000, 70,000, it was okay. But if it's something, as I said, like 30,000 or 25,000 or 10,000, it's not gonna look good. And they might have an issue with that. They might be like, well, you're just, you know, you trying to get to the United States.
That's right.
So one thing is obviously if the US company cannot pay initially, the foreign entity can pay that salary or some of it. But usually, yeah, that would be my advice. Just make sure it's reasonable and it doesn't stick out.